What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Galaxy Greg, back at you with another episode of the Be More Nerdy podcast. With me today, it's episode 76, by the way, and with me today is my co-host, Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies. Happy New Year.
Happy New fucking year, man. You know, we gotta get them superlatives out because we didn't do it last year, but we still have the answers from the year before. We're using last year's test answers on this year's test, and you're damn skippy that we're gonna pass. Um, it's been a while since we've actually done a pod. We took a little break as we usually do around the holiday season to just enjoy that. Spent the last week and a half off bullshitting, shucking, and jiving. I don't know about you, Diva, but I have been relaxed. But I have some stories to tell about the things that have happened. Well, one story to tell in particular. But we got tons of news, and today's episode is going to be surrounded around our New Year's resolutions. How are we going to be better for ourselves, for you, for the pod, for the people around us? That's what we're going to be getting into today. Dave, you got anything you want to add to the beginning of the show?
Nope. I'm just along for the ride, you know. I think I got poop. Y'all didn't need to know that, but my tummy bubbling.
That once again, we would never need to know that information, but thank you anyway.
Just in case I get real quiet.
Disgusting. Now let the people know who you really are.
I never lied about who I am. Never.
You never told them that you're a gassy freak.
Nope, never lied about that.
Hey, yo. Alright, so, first news point, one of nostalgia, one that we all know, well, one that we know, but did you know that, wait, the fuck am I doing news point? How was your vacation?
It was cool. I was busy with work because I had like 2 deadlines, and I broke my rule of not working over 40 hours, which really upset me because like ended up not being worth it because my job is just stupid right now.
Cause fuck that job, man.
But I had a great holiday. I spent Christmas and New Year's with my girl. I went to Disney a couple times. My 2 of my best friends were in town, so I went to Disney. I went to Disney a lot, but like I went once with like my best friend's family, with my best friend Trey's family, who we've had on the pod before. Then I went with my girl and her mom for Christmas, like on Christmas Day. That was nice. Then I went with my best friend Kiana and her family. Sure. Sorry, y'all. Tired. Post work day. Can't wait until it's my 9 to 5. And that was a lot of fun. And it was funny because like so Kiana has a twin, and her wife, so the twin's wife, was like, "Oh my God, I feel like I know y'all because I be following y'all on Instagram and y'all are so cute." And I was like, "Thank you. We are cute." I got a lot of stuff for Christmas, which made me happy. I got some cute jewelry from my girlfriend, and I got shoes from my mom, and my brother got me another manga to go on the now bookshelf that I have that I was supposed to get last year, but I never went to pick up and was never ordered. Just yeah. So now
I never went to pick up and was never ordered. That first statement is way more important. Is way less important than the second one.
Okay, so everybody knows I live in Florida. Last year I went home for the holidays. If y'all don't remember, last year I was home for like the month of December, spent it with my family or whatever. Got COVID, lost Killian, like crazy time. But when I got back here, my mom was like, "Okay, just like remind me to order the bookcase so that you can go pick it up," because she didn't want to have me drive back down here with a bookcase. So you can go pick it up or they could deliver it to you. And I'm like, "Okay." And we kept forgetting. Like we just kept forgetting. We kept forgetting. And then like 6 months passed. I go to Greg's new house and I was like, "I'm supposed to have a bookcase."
Uh,
And then like my mom was like, "Oh, you were." And so we just this Christmas we remembered. Like we were like, my mom was like, "I'm gonna order it today," and I was like, "I'm gonna go pick it up. Just let me know when it's ready." So we picked it up yesterday. We just gotta put it together. Yeah. So I finally got my bookcase, and Kill got a lot of stuff, a lot more stuff than he needs. Literally, I like had to clean out his toy box a little bit, and that wasn't even enough. It was a great holiday. Only problem is like one of Chris's gifts still isn't fucking here yet. It's pissing me off. It was supposed to get here on Christmas Eve, but it didn't. And I let it slide because I'm like, holiday. But then it didn't get here last week, and it's not gonna get here until next week. Now they finally give me a date, like a delivery date. It's not getting here until next week, so that's like making me mad.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for one of Joy's gifts.
Ugh. But um no, I'm coming home this weekend for my chapter meeting, and my first Founders Day is next weekend. Not this weekend coming, but next weekend. And my mom's 60th, so I'm excited to come home for that. Um, Actually, my tattoo man hit me up with a surprise. I had an appointment already scheduled, and I was gonna come home, and I was gonna get what's her name? Greg Revy. I was gonna get Revy on the back of my calf. And
That
he
bitch
hit
gonna
me up
hurt.
over the holiday. He was like, I was bored. And he had re-sketched Diva from the comic.
Oh,
So,
word, you didn't send it to me.
huh?
You never sent it to me.
When he finishes it, he just did like a I'm bored sketch. But he
I
was
still
like,
want to
yeah,
see it, nigga.
all right, I'll send it to you. He was like, I was bored. And I was like, I was like, I know we said Revy, but do you want to do this on me? He was like, yeah. He was like, you trust me? And I was like, of course. I was like, I trust you. Like,
I would.
sound like,
He's one of the artists I would let freehand something on me. I would let him just go nuts, and I know it would come out good.
right. So I was like, of course I trust you. He was like, I can make it. He was like, I can even make it look like a sticker. He was like, what if I made it look like a sticker? I was like, that's dope. That is what we're doing now. I'll get Revy another time. I think I'm gonna get Revy before your wedding. When I come home for that. So now
Wish I could get
I'm gonna
tattoos.
get Diva. This how y'all know I'm really about that life. I'm really about that 21 Blackjack life. I'm about to get Diva tatted on me real live. I will post pictures to the pod when it's done.
Hey yo,
I'm excited
that'll be a
about
great
that.
day.
Yeah. Our cousin, I didn't send you the picture of this. I should have. Our cousin took Diva. Like, okay, so we're celebrating 1 year of 21 Blackjack. Congratulations to us. I
Yay!
posted it on social media and stuff. And our cousin took Diva and put her on a sweatshirt for his daughter. And he
What the
was like,
fuck?
what's this? Yeah, he texted me like, what's this character's name? How about you read it? But whatever, fine. He did it.
What
It
cousin
looks
did
all right.
that? Don't say the name.
Um,
Don't say the name.
yeah, I'll send you a screenshot now of it.
That's crazy.
But I thought like at first I was gonna fuss, but then I was like, you know what? That's really cool. Like thanks. Like, thanks. Like I ain't even gonna
Did
fuss
you use
about it. Cool.
your card image?
No, he used an image from the comic, the one where I'm holding my sword.
Huh.
Yeah, I will send it to
Pause. You
you.
went into the comic and didn't read it.
That's the thing. Like you didn't read it because my name. I'm pretty sure
The
I
name
am
comes
called
up
by
a
name.
fucking lot. Oh my goodness.
He was like, "What's this character's name?" I put it on a sweatshirt for my daughter, and I was like, "Diva." He was like, "Thanks. Here it is. I found it."
That's hilarious, actually. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to send it to you. But I just really been chilling, trying to relax and like enjoy the time that I had off, enjoy the time I had with my girl. Cause now like our work schedules, they're pretty close, but like I think I like now it's closer because our schedule's changing a little bit. It will be closer. But like I tend to get off much later and I go in later. I was going in later than her. So like she'd be ready to go to bed and I'd be like, well, I'm not ready to sleep yet. And she'd be getting up and I'd be like, I'm asleep. Don't talk to me. Because I'm not nice when I'm sleeping. But so yeah, I enjoyed the time, like sleeping in, a lot of sex because duh. Um, yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. Not as much eating. I'm entering the new year eating healthy. I need to lose some weight, like 15, 20 pounds, even though my girl does not want me to lose it, but we'll see. Uh, oh,
LOL.
and I found out Howard is their training trip is in Orlando, so I'm gonna go see them tomorrow.
That's good. Wait, they're already
Yeah,
there?
yeah, they got here yesterday, so I'm gonna
Goddamn.
go see them tomorrow. Yeah. How
Well,
was your break?
I didn't do much. Honestly, I was off for like a week and a half, like a work week and a half. So
Hmm.
I got off that Friday because I didn't have anything to do on site. Then after that, I took the next week after Christmas off. So we already had Monday off. Then I took Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, and then I also had the next Monday off. So I was off for about 11 days total. I was not at work for 11 days, but I was off for about what 7 days. Excuse me. Woo! Like she said, it's after the workday. So I was off for that long. One of the days I was supposed to do an activity with TJ. He flaked on me, but I did it with myself. And a friend came over. We had a great conversation. Got to educate some people on some stuff. Had a great time. We saw Avatar, Way of Water. I'll give a review on that once Diva sees it. But personally, I say the first one's better, just because specifically like it was so much new stuff. The CGI still stands the test of time. It still looks really good. Like especially knowing
Hmm.
that movie came out like what 2000 I think 9.
Yep.
So 2000, yeah. That being said, like the movie was cool. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing. Like
Hmm.
a majority of the movie was the thing I hate that some people do, and it's like they being a bitch because they're scared. Like I understand that you're scared. I understand that you don't want to go through some things. I understand that like sometimes it's better to run, but nah. He was being a straight up bitch. He put more people in danger. He could have handled the shit mad easy if he just like, fucking did it. But I'm not going to spoil the story or anything like that. That's actually hilarious. Like that's funny as shit. But yeah, it's like it's nothing. It's not a blockbuster for the amount of money they put in and expect to get out of it. They're not gonna get that. But it was an okay movie. We did that as a date night after Christmas. Christmas was cool. We spent it with both of our families. Her family in the morning, my family in the afternoon/night. A couple people came by. My friends came by for Christmas dinner. We got to chill, talk shit. Cousins Eve. I'm not gonna say it was a bust, but only Toy and TJ came, and more of my friends came. So Twan and Alma came over. Jordan made a hot chocolate bar, and we were drinking Bailey's with hot chocolate,
So
and it
jealous.
was
I didn't
yeah,
know.
yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Um, but one of the highlights was fucking New Year's Eve. I have a story to tell about that. My lord.
Let's
Um,
go.
so New Year's Eve, here's what ended up happening. I wanted to go to the DMV Anime Club's party because I was a part of it, but I got kicked out for inactivity. I haven't rejoined in a while, just because I know I might get kicked for the same thing, so that's kind of annoying. Also, you pay like dues, so I don't want to keep paying like getting in, pay $5, but it's the last month because I got kicked out, and then like um then get kicked out like 2 weeks later. That's gonna piss me off. So I just haven't paid dues. I don't really go to any functions that they do. But I was like, I'm gonna go to their anniversary, their thing, show face. Fun fact: we ended up going in all white. No, we had black pants, ones on our feet, and white shirts, and it was a blackout party. I didn't realize it was a blackout party because every post I saw was in their story, like how most people
Hmm.
do. Most people don't post on their page; they post on their story more. I bought and it says contact us, DM us to get the link so you can get ticket. I went straight from point A to point B. Hey, send me
Yeah.
a link for the ticket. Bought the ticket. I didn't check the post on their page that said it was a blackout event, which was kind of
Hmm.
fucking stupid because it was a small venue, but
Hmm.
so many black people. It was so hot. It was so hot, but it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. I had a great time. Now, the story I have to tell is one, if you know me, you know that my least favorite area ever is D fucking C because it's not a state. It's more like a what is it? A province. I fucking hate DC. From the way their roads are set up, to the way their lights are set up, to the shit parking, and the even shittier police. I hate DC. I hate everything
They're
about it.
the worst. They're
Huh?
the worst. Well, they're the worst. I
Yeah.
live there.
Hate, hate, hate DC, right? Hate it. You cannot convince me that DC is good. DC is like Baltimore. Only niggas that live there think it's good.
And people visiting think DC is so cool.
I fucking hate it because everybody always wants to go there. It's like, oh, we're gonna do this on you. Fuck U Street. Fuck it all. If you're from DC and you got a problem, argue with your grandma about it, not me. So that being said, we went to a party on U Street. Me and Joy. I told
Oh, it was
Joy.
on U Street?
Yeah, it was on fucking U Street. Now,
Oh hell. Parking over there is hell. Like I know because it's right by campus.
yeah, it's right by Howard. Like we could have parked at Howard if we wanted. We ended up parking right off S Street, and like by these like it was like this. I guess it was a shipping company or something like that, or like a company that
Okay.
has like a bunch of white vans and shit. We parked like in the back alley back there. So, uh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, it was like 2 blocks down, so we were cool. But here's what ended up happening. Um, we so one I was like party starts at it said party started at 9. I was like we gonna get there at 10 and then we'll be good. We didn't get there till almost 11 o'clock. Now that's because Joy had more makeup and stuff to do, and then we had to get food because and every food place near us was closed, so we had to like drive around a little bit, get food, and then we could finally start our way to DC. Luckily the party got pushed back an hour, so I wasn't bugging. But when we got there, Price was at the door, handing out tickets. She's like, "You guys are wearing white?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You know, it was all black." And she was like, "No." But that's not the funny part.
Loud. She said
She
no
said no
loud.
so
This
loud. She could
nigga
have been
ain't
like,
telling
"Oh,
you.
we didn't know." No, she said no and looked at me. I'm like, "God damn, you could have kept it undercover, bro. Shit."
Just until we got in, you could have fussed at me later.
Right. Not at the door. We in line. We supposed to be a unit. Shit. No, but so what ended up happening, we come in, chilling, staying on the first floor. I'm like, oh, bet, let's see what's on the second floor. We got ourselves 2 shots. She was being greedy with the chaser because I can take shots, right? But if I take shots too many repetitively, I start to salivate. I need something to wash it down. And don't tell me, oh, eat salt and lemon. Fuck you. That's stupid. I need a
Well,
beverage.
give me a chaser. Give me a chaser every time. I don't
Call
care
me
if it's a
whatever you want,
lime,
but
a
guess what?
lemon.
With that
I
chaser,
don't care.
I'm gonna drink you under the fucking table. So shut up. So that being said, um, I we got one ginger ale, and it was like the small, what the chubbies look like, those little juices.
Yes.
It was like that of ginger ale. So we got 3 shots. We each took one, and then we split the second one. And like the other one, I poured half of it in each of our cups. We throw it back. She's sipping on the fucking ginger ale through a straw, looking around like, ma'am. And she's like, oh, my bad. I'm like, yeah, fuck shit. I'm salivating over here, and you just sipping out of a straw. She's like, yeah, my bad on that. So we go upstairs. We're like looking around, dancing around a little bit. It's about, say, 11:15. See one of our friends. Hey, what's up? We find a nice spot by the window. It's a little cooler there. And by the stairs, because it's one of those buildings in DC. It's real small, real narrow. It's got 3 floors. So we're on the second floor looking at the stairs. I look up. I'm like, I don't really want to go up there. No more than 5 minutes later, a fight breaks out right next to the stairs where I was standing.
No way.
Chicks beating the shit out of this other chick. Got her by the fucking wig. Her man's trying to pull her up the stairs. Other chick's man trying to pull her off of her. She got her wig. She pulling it off of her, beating her shit. Pop, 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 pop. She pulls her. He gets her up the stairs, right? She takes the wig off, right? She pulls the wig off. And then all these, yo, bitches, they cut the music. And you just hear, yeah. A couple of other people got hit because there are random girls who either knew the girl or just got hit because they were fighting. Now this big girl next to me, like her man, like, babe, chill, is not even like that. She's like, no, because fuck that. She hit me. I'm going to fuck her up. And I'm like, uh-oh. So then, shorty, so he like, come on, babe, chill out. He holding her back. The other chick, I look over. So Joy said I was ready to slap ready to knock, haymaker somebody. But it was a reflex. It wasn't me ready to hit somebody. They started getting close, and I put one of my arms up. The other one was like just a light fist by my chest. Like, hey, if necessary, I'm pushing somebody off of me, but my hand's out like, hey, back up. She's like, no, the way your fist was balled up, you was gonna knock somebody out. I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do. It's a reflex. I'm good. I'm not, especially not any. The 2 chicks that were fighting were no more than 150 pounds. I don't need to throw a haymaker at a chick that's 150. I'm perfectly fine. That being said, chick's now on the steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is where the shit gets disrespectful. She hawk spits on the girl from the steps.
Ew.
With straight up precision. Right on her shit. And
Oh no.
like everything was starting to die down a little bit when they separated her. She spit on her. It riled right back up to 10.
Of course.
And now she's
so disrespectful.
Yeah, but she's reaching over the steps trying to hit her, and that girl knew she would do that because she stuck her leg over the fucking railing and kicked her in the face.
Yo.
Yo, I'm like, damn! And Joy like, calm down, calm down. I'm like, no, she just kicked her in the fucking face. That's crazy. So
That's
then
crazy.
they're pulling them apart.
Jordan didn't tell me any of this when we talked earlier. I just talked to Jordan. She left all of this out of our conversation.
That's crazy because she's been telling everybody. So
that's crazy.
So they finally get them separated. They separate the one girl. The security's finally getting the other girl, and they're like holding them back. Also, the one chick that got kicked in the face lost a shoe, so that's kind of crazy. So that being said, they're separating them. You know, they pull in one. It's a small area, so they have one girl like held by like 3 dudes, trying to keep reaching over, trying to break out, and the other girl getting escorted downstairs. And then she breaks out of the dudes holding her, and all you hear is, and Jordan goes, "Oh shit!" A whole bunch of people said, "Oh shit." This chick had a taser and was finna try and tase the chick she just kicked.
Oh no. You won. You kicked her in the face. You won. You spit on her and you kicked her in the face.
See, the thing is, me and Tuan both agreed. If I get kicked in the face during a fight, especially from someone who's a floor up, nah, I gotta fight everything and everybody in this bitch. I don't care if I lose. I can't leave here without being in a body bag. Anything less is disrespectful. And I have to redeem my honor. Because I was like, what the yo, that shit was, it was crazy to think about it. Because, like, then they take her downstairs and they do the classic throw them out. And then, you know, she calmed down a bit. But immediately after they stopped paying attention, she tried to book it back in that bitch. They had to throw out again. But, like, she didn't make it in. And I was like, damn. All that shit just went down. That's crazy. Me and Joe, like, we chose a great party. It's not even New Year's yet. And that shit happened. That shit was crazy. Also, there was a funny thing. Other than that funny shit, there was a chick when we got in. She was twerking from when we got in till damn near when the ball dropped. I said, that is some stamina right there. And Joey was like, I just think she's scared to stop. Because once you stop, that's when it all hits you. And you don't want to move after that. Bro, she was going for like 5 songs straight. Just going. And I'm not talking about the lazy twerk. Ass bouncing. She was moving.
I ain't got that in me no more. I got the chorus. That's all I got.
The chorus?
I got the chorus.
But yeah, that was my New Year's Eve, and then the ball dropped, and Jordan almost missed the fucking ball dropping because she was trying to record for Instagram, and we counting down from 10. I'm like, start the video. She's like, hold up, start the video. And she's like, I'm trying to wait until we say Happy New Year. I'm like, you will miss the Happy New Year. Start the video. And in the video, you got me saying, you'll miss it. And it's like, and then we're counting down from 5. I'm like, yo, you gotta do it at least at 5. You can't just say, oh, bet, I'm gonna hit record at Happy New Year. All you're gonna hear is New Year, and then see whatever the fuck you gonna see. But other than that, it was cool. Oh, no, shit, more shit happened. Because after that, we were hungry. So we left. They said the party was in there. I didn't know the party was in at 3. I thought it started at 9. It was going to end at like 2. So I was like, bet, it's 1:30. I'm getting out of here. Get a head start on traffic and everybody else. And maybe even get some food. Hella places were open, but more places than I would expect were closed. McDonald's, however, was open. Crowded as fuck.
Of course. You went to the McDonald's. You didn't go to the McDonald's by campus, did you?
We went to the one literally at the corner of U Street and where U and it was some number. It was U and some number. It's by the before the gas station.
For the gas station. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So we went.
You didn't go to the one that's on Georgia Avenue.
No. It's right next to a bus stop before a gas station. So we went in there, right? It's crowded. You know, a bunch of drunk girls, drunk shit going on, and drunk dudes. We ended up seeing some people we went to high school with, said what's up, ordered my food, stood by the counter. I'm not sure if it was a drunk guy. I'm not sure if it was a homeless guy. I just know he was very angry about his food not being ready. He said, I gave y'all money in order at the kiosk. My shit ain't ready. I've been waiting here for 30 minutes. And y'all ain't paying attention. And y'all niggas just watching them. And he's like, slams his hands down on the table. I'm like, bro, There is 3 orders in front of mine. Can you calm the fuck down? I'm standing directly behind him. He's been talking to me this whole time calmly. Me and him have had conversations. He is pissed the fuck off. He's like, nah. And like he slams, everything gets quiet. Everyone kind of stares, and then they start talking again. And the McDonald's people are just looking at him. And I'm like, oh shit. Please don't let this nigga jump over the table before my food come out. Bruh. I'm standing next to this one girl. This dude taps my arm. He's like, yo, is she with you? I'm like, nah. No more than a split second later, he says, oh, bet. Hey, shorty, you mad cute? You mind if I get your number and take you out sometimes? Like, I have a boyfriend. He's like, oh, that's cool, thanks. And just disappears. I'm like, you didn't even come here for McDonald's. You came here for whatever. I'm still there, like, trying to keep composure. Like, yo, I don't want to have to deal with some more shit happening right in front of me. Because I'm going to get pushed into the nigga, and then he's going to want to fight me. Because I was so close, and it was so crowded, that it was like, if anyone were to push me, I'm going to bump into him. And he's already agitated. So, what ends up happening is, he's like, no, because fuck this. I'm hopping over this shit. This kid is wearing a 2000s chain, right? Literally says 2000s. So, I'm assuming this man's only 23 at the oldest. He's 22, really.
Right.
Dude is hopping. He's like starting to put his legs on the counter, and a couple are like, "Wait, whoa!" I'm one of the people that's like, "Oh no, don't do it!" But I'm reaching out like, "No, stop, don't."
You don't sound very convincing, Greg.
Because I'm not touching some random person. That's how you get knocked the fuck out or shot. So I'm in DC, by the way, on New Year's Day now. I'm like, "No, stop!" And a couple people are like, "No, don't do it." This kid actually touches him and like holds him. Is like, no, don't hop over it, man. No, just gotta be patient. He's like, yo, get the fuck off of me. I'm like, oh shit. He's in this kid's face. No, he could kiss this man. How close he was to his face. He's like, yo, don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking talk to me. No, I don't want to hear that bullshit. I'm done being patient. I'm done waiting. He's like, no, man, you just gotta be patient. We're all waiting. Hey, calm down, man. It's not even like that. I don't want to. And his friend like slides between them, with his back towards the guy, and he's talking to his friend like, I got, yo, chill, stop talking to him, leave him alone. And he looks over his shoulder to the guy like, our bad, I'ma handle it. Yo, chill on my mans, like, it's cool, we're cool. And then he's like, no, yeah, get your fucking mans, man, get your fucking guy, 'cause I'm about to beat his shit. I'm like, oh, another one, another one. And they're like, he calmed down, the guy calms down, still pretty pissed, still talking a lot. Police end up coming. They go on the other side of the thing. He doesn't do anything else. I get my food. But right before I get my food, the chick that was standing next to me tries to talk to him and tries to calmly talk to him. And I was ready to tell her, like, you're not gonna be able to reason with him. I don't know why you're trying. I know you might be a little scared or might not want to beat up whoever the fuck's back there for doing their job. But I guarantee you there's nothing you can do to stop this event from happening. So, just let the authorities over there handle this. They called my number. Joy saw me get it, and she was like, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
Because that shit was,
out of there.
Was getting a little dicey. But yeah, that was my New Year's Eve / New Year's Day. That was the most eventful thing that really happened this past 2 weeks. Other than that, I've been playing the game, chilling out. I beat High on Life. I give that game a nice little thing. I'll talk about that a little bit in the news segment. But, yeah, other than that, I really do shit, honestly. I got to relax. I got to stay up as late as I wanted, and I got to sleep in as late as I wanted, which was fucking wonderful to actually be able to do that for once. And then when I had to go to work today, I went to sleep at 10 o'clock the other night, just because I was tired. I woke up at 1 a.m. today. I was pissed, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was just up. I was upset.
I would have been upset too.
Yeah, but I finished a show he'd recommended to me. It's one of those long titles. It has a short title. It's called like Bokui or Bokue, something like that. But the long title is I maxed out my defense because I didn't want to get hurt. And it's about a girl who plays an RPG and literally just puts all of her stats in defense. It's fucking hilarious because she's so OP.
I started Chainsaw Man.
How do you like it?
I'm on episode. I just finished episode 3. I am thoroughly enjoying it. I don't trust that bitch Makina.
Makima?
Makima. Yeah, I don't trust her.
Good. You shouldn't. She's evil.
Um, I finished the first half of the thousand year blood war arc. Uh, Immaculate perfection. It's beautiful. It was great. Um, I have no bad things to say about it. Zero. Zero bad thing. Bad thing to say about it? Why is it two parts? That's the bad thing.
They got to
Bad
get
thing
your
to say.
anime dicks hard.
Bad thing to say about it? Why is it two parts? Because I want it now. I have waited long enough. Shouldn't have to wait any longer.
You'll wait as long
Um,
as they damn well tell you, motherfucker.
yeah, this is exactly what I'll do because I'm a little botch. Enjoying my hero. Uh, do you know where I can watch Villain Academia?
You can't watch it on Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay. I'll go Crunchyroll. Was like waiting for it, and for some reason I've never seen it.
That came out a long time ago. A long
Maybe
time
that's
ago.
why I feel like my hero has been gone so long because I didn't watch
Yeah, it came
the
out a
villain.
super long time ago. Because that's when Dobby awakened his powers. Like, before
Yeah,
he got put in the tube. Not Dobby, fucking Shigaraki. Shigaraki.
yeah. I know that part happens because of course I listen to reviews, but I just yeah, okay, that's fine. Um, so Chainsaw Man was the next one I had to start. Then all of my new ones starting like within the week. There's also this one that me and Chris are watching on Netflix. It's called I can't remember what it's called. It's hard to pronounce. But basically it's about this little cutesy animal and when things at work piss her off, it's she goes into a rage, but it's metal, so that's why Chris likes it. And then I like it because it's anime. So we found us a little blend. We finished Full Metal. She wants to watch it again to see all the things that she missed. And she started Castlevania.
Man, she's gonna hurt. She's gonna hurt when she finally gets, to the end of that. Oh well. That's your fault. You did that. You did that to her.
It is. I need someone to hurt with me.
Hey, yo. Because you know I won't do that shit.
Yeah, I'm too tough, apparently.
Me? Maybe you just pussy.
You are what you eat.
Alright. If you say so. Alright. Let's get into the news. I can talk more about some other stuffs. Nesdy Classified is having a podcast coming where the actors of the show come back and give a manual to life as adults. You don't know how excited I am for that because people have wanted a college version of the show or like an adult version of the show where like, oh, they're adults and they meet up. But I'm like, this podcast is like literally what people have been asking for in a I would call it a low budget production way in which they can still highly perform and give everyone what they're looking for. You know.
Yeah, I,
Not a Nesdy
I
Classified
agree.
fan?
No, I agree. I'm excited for it. I'm really, really excited for it. Uh, I can't wait. Especially with my boss's new bullshit rules, so I can have another podcast to listen to at work.
Oh, what? They have new bullshit. I'm assuming you can't watch anime at work anymore.
Hmm?
I said, I'm assuming you can't watch anime at work anymore.
Well, I watch anime at home. I don't watch it when I'm like in the office. If I'm in the office, I usually watch, that's when I watch my review videos and stuff. But I don't really like that's the other thing. I don't watch them. They're just like playing so I can listen. Like I don't need to see anything unless like every now and again I do like to look up like oh, like when Luffy went Gear 5th and they were talking about it, I was like, "Oh, let me see an image of Luffy going Gear 5th." But like I wasn't even watching the video. I just looked it up real fast, you know?
I got you. Okay. I actually got into a conversation during my vacation with this one guy randomly, one of Twan's friends at like 2K. We ended up talking about One Piece for a brick and just like where we think the story's gonna go. Like we think that Emu has some type of another type of like sun god devil fruit, and it'll be a rival sun god who's more about oppression than freedom. So
Who has a rival travel through?
Emu,
Who's Emu?
the person who controls the world currently.
You mean Eam Sama?
Yes, Emu is
I
her
only know
name.
him.
Apparently, Emu is a girl.
I only know him as Eam Sama. But okay.
Um. Oh, this was a very fun and controversial one. Brittany Griner comes home in a U.S. exchange for a known arms dealer nicknamed the Merchant of Death.
So I am happy that she is home. Congratulations to her wife. I am happy that she is healthy. That being said,
That being said, let me drag you.
that was not a fair trade. It wasn't. It wasn't like no, 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 no. She needed to come home. Like it wasn't fair what they did to her. Like I'm so happy that she is home. I have been a huge advocate of get that girl home since they pulled the bullshit that they pulled. But like
Not under these
I
circumstances.
ain't even gonna talk about her or him. I'm gonna talk about America and how y'all just let Russia bitch the fuck out of y'all. Like that wasn't fair. Like you let Russia treat you like every older sibling treats a younger sibling. Like
Now she
they
finna drag
definitely
me.
got the sweeter end of the deal. This man literally, like the man we're talking about, has literally started wars. Well, fully, I won't say it's not funded, but fully supplied wars for countries. And y'all just let him, y'all traded him for WNBA basketball star, not even NBA. And I'm not downplaying it. Please do not get me wrong when I say congratulations to her wife, like she got to have her wife home for the holidays, especially after not having her for all of that time. Congratulations to Brittany Griner for being back in the States. I hope that your mental health is okay. It seems that you are in good physical health and in good spirits, but I hope that you um get the help that you need, because I know that psychologically that had to be torment. Like she apparently she had just cut her dreads, but she like had to because they kept freezing
Yeah,
whenever
it's
she would take a
fucking
shower.
Russia. It's cold as shit.
So that's why she cut her locks, which, it sucks. So all I have to say is like, man, like, I don't, like, America, get your shit together, right? Like, we're a fucking superpower. Well, like, act like it. You're a fucking superpower, act like it. Like, y'all gotta stop being a little biz naive. For real, y'all should have said, look, give her back. That's it, that's all. Thank you, little bitch. Like that's really how that should have went, but it's not. Russia was like, we give her back. You give us arms dealer, and America was like, oh, thank you, Russia. You're so generous. Like no. So
Hey, that being said, I'm at my 2 cents. Same similar aspect of glad she's home, but I wish we got a better trade. Like it showed me that social media and black people are a very powerful thing when
very
focused
powerful
on
too.
one goal.
Yes, very
Now, I
powerful
wish
too.
that
Because
goal
I
was
can.
any of the other issues we have to deal with or tolerate in this country. But I mean, a win is that wasn't a win. I don't call it a win. It's not a win. It's you know, it's a joyful situation. Let's call it that. But in terms of all of it, it was a stupid trade. Everybody knows it. It's recognizes that should not have been made. And I've already had the conversation of, well, even though it was THC, understandably, it's illegal in another country. You could have just not did anything. That being said, it's they what's the word, unlawfully held her for the type of crime it was. But
And like,
it's so many pieces in this that's so fucking
it's so
stupid.
many. That's the thing. There's so many pieces. Like, you did mention it, and I didn't get to. Congratulations, Black people. I hope you guys see the type of power and influence we have over this country, and we could really do some great things if we could just get our shit together and all focus on the same thing instead of. Uh, I said, you know what? I'm supposed to stop hopping on my soapbox so much, but here I go.
Oh, soapbox.
Instead instead of being divided by the things that the white man says that we should be divided over, whether it's the color of our skin, light skin versus dark skin, whether it's our sexuality, whether it's our gender. Like, if we could just come together as a people, we would scare the fuck out of them. And history proves that even when we come together as a people and mind our own fucking business, look at Tulsa. Look, come together as a people, mind our business, have our wealth, do our thing, and be happy. They are so scared of that they will find any way to destroy it. But y'all just let them do it because y'all want to be the white man so bad instead of just being okay with being us and being the greatness that we are. But who am
You
I?
bunch of Uncle Ruckus yay ass niggas.
Exactly.
Well, that's fun. So when I first wrote these notes down, the Tory Lanez case had just started. Now, it's
Well,
ended. Yeah, oh yeah, crazy, right? The Tory Lanez case, Tory Lanez versus the, I think it's the people of California. That case has ended. A lot of shocking news has come out. A lot of allegations that were not refuted, which are up for speculation at that point. A lot to unpack there, but the main thing is he was found guilty on all 3 charges. Some people disagree. Some people think he didn't do it. Me personally, I have a rule, right? That Jordan says I'm not fair for this rule, right? But I think I'm pretty fair, right?
Listening.
Now, we all know Tory Lanez don't always write his shit. We know he still likes to steal shit, right? But out of the things that he has written, I believe that he has written about shooting people or wanting to gangbang, and I also know that he has a very large ego inside of a very small body. So in my perspective, in my understanding, in my crazy brain, he did that shit. If you wrote about it without someone else ghostwriting for you, you're willing to do it. You did that shit. And that is why, follow up, people aren't gonna like me for this. That is why I firmly believe she fucked both him and the baby. I don't know about the other dude. It's a basketball player. What's his fucking name? Ben Simmons? Yeah, Ben Simmons. Someone said, the lawyer tried to say that they were fucking Ben Simmons. Her and the friend. I do believe that her and the baby fucked. I do believe that her and Tory Lanez fucked. I don't see that situation erupting without sex being involved, honestly. But I also do believe that he did that shit. Firmly believe that he did that shit. And anybody who says he didn't, stop dick riding. Come on. Look at the man. Look at his history. He did that shit. We know this. But
I will agree with you on some points, but not all points.
Which point don't you agree on so we can debate it?
Okay. I don't agree with you on the fucking part.
You don't think she fucked either of them? Not a one.
No, I don't think she fucked neither one, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm all ears.
Niggas like that love to lie on shit like sex. Like, they lie on shit like sex is easily liable on. Like, when they get bodies, they want to claim that shit. Fine, and I do believe that he shot her. But I don't believe that, because niggas lie on shit like that all the time. Like, oh yeah, you fucked me and your man and my mans. No, I didn't. I barely fucked you. Like, barely. And I mean, yeah, we did it, but like, you know what I mean by barely.
So rebuttal, right?
Rebuttal.
Remember how I said, Meg writes a lot of her shit. We know this. Meg writes, and she can write, right?
Yes, she can.
Remember how I said, my belief is that if you're willing to write that shit, you did that shit. Now, what I believe happened in a lot of these cases... Now, my primary thing is Meg and the baby had a great musical chemistry. I think to have great musical chemistry, there's one or two things that got to be going on: abuse or sex.
No, I don't.
Wait,
I don't agree. And then another
wait. I'm not done my rebuttal. I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done your rebuttal.
No. That is my belief. Now, is that 100% of the time? No, some people are just really cool friends, right? Like Drake and Nicki. Yeah. I'm still skeptical of that one though.
You believe that she fucked the baby, but you don't believe Drake and Nicki fucked?
I think they do. I think they did. But I think they also had a really good friendship chemistry prior. But then, like, on a random drunk night, they fucked. I don't think they kept fucking. I think that she might have been too much for him. And he was like, nah, we can't keep doing this. I'm a certified lover boy. I have feelings. And she's like, Nigga, if you don't stick your whole nose in my asshole. So I think that's how that one went, and then that was like,
Okay.
we gotta calm it down. I think Drake's on that type of time now, but I don't think when they started and they did that they were. Now, those two came up together. They were friends. They were cool. A lot of their songs all have sexual undertones. That's fine. A lot of Meg's music does. That's not the point. I think they had good chemistry on the music, in which would lead me to believe that maybe they had some good chemistry elsewhere, whether it be in the studio, after hours, having fun. I also think Tori just fucked because, like, that nigga has an ego, and I feel like he got to fuck once, and she didn't want to do it again. So now it's like, or she wasn't claiming it, and that's gonna leave me on my second point. And that's what made him like kind of snap and act like a bitch boy, because not even a bitch boy,
See,
lower than a
that's
bitch
what
boy.
I think it is. I think they fucked, or they were fucking. Like they were. I believe they her and Tori was consistently fucking. Like they had a relationship.
I think they
I
did too. I think they had an undercover relationship.
I think he tried to bring in his boy, i.e., the baby. Like, yeah, we should all fuck, or you should let us run it on you. And she said no.
I think she
And
tried to bring
that's
he tried
why.
to bring in her friend. I think that she was okay with fucking him and her friend fucking him, but not together. And don't tell one of those. Don't let me hear about it. Don't tell me about it. Like, you can do it. Do what you want. We not together. But like,
I don't think it was. I don't think it. I don't think she knew. Or even if she did knew, I think she probably. Let's go with like that.
she
I don't
wants
want
to
to
be
believe it.
ignorant
I
to
think
it.
it was more like that. And then she like, and then like, he. I don't want to say she found out, but like he made it seem like it was more because he was like, "Yeah, what about your friend?" And
Right.
she was like,
Right.
"No,"
I'm
and
on the
that's
same
why he was
page.
so.
I am on
But
the
then
same
I
page.
also think he was like, "Why not my friends?"
I
And
can
she was
see
also
now
like,
when you say that. I can
"No."
see it.
I think her rule was no friends. Like we can bring somebody,
But not my
man
friends.
or
Not your friends.
female.
Not my friends. Strangers.
Right. It
I
needs to be
agree.
a stranger.
See, I'm with you on
And
that.
he got
Now, I want to
he
add.
got mad that she didn't because that's who he wanted.
Right.
You feel me?
I feel you. Now I'm gonna add. This is both of our crazy brains just writing stories in our head. None of
We
this shit
are.
is
We right.
factual.
We don't
If
know
you
none of
believe
this
this
shit is
shit, you're
true.
dumb. But this is just how
We
our
right.
brains work.
Yep.
That being
We have no
said,
confirmation.
no confirmation at all. We just talking shit. That being said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, but now to my second point. If you write that shit, you probably did that shit. Now, that's if you wrote that shit. If the person wrote it for you, they definitely did that shit. Cause you saying it. But how many songs does she have where she mentions, if you didn't make me nut, if I didn't like it, if you wasn't the right size, it didn't happen.
Oh man, that's her line. That's her go-to.
But that's
That's a
my thing. What
quotable.
if the baby, maybe he got the meats? I don't know. Maybe he don't. Maybe he got the stroke. I don't know. But what if he couldn't make her nut? What if he talks all this shit, that girl, she a
Ooh.
stallion. Look how she walk. Look how she talks. She's sexy. But my man's in here busting mad quick, and he want to claim it. But she like, that ain't a body for me. I never fucked that man.
Mm.
That's
I
where my
like it.
brain go.
I like it, Picasso. I like
I
it.
like it, Picasso. Now that's just what I think, because I'm like, if that's the case and she's true to her word in these situations, then socially some people will accept that. But in the legal sense, if you go to a lawyer and say, no, this is how I feel about it, well, you two still had intercourse, whether you came or not. So, but that's just speculation, and that's just, what is it called? Fuck. I forgot what it's called. It's like a legal term for like making shit up, or like trying to make something out of nothing. I'm making something out of nothing, honestly. I don't know what the fuck happened. But what I do know is that her man held it down. Party held it down. He did good. For a nigga who is very stressed about the situation, who had a lot getting thrown at him all at once, information about his girl he may or may not have known, or she may not be ready to talk about, he held it down, he handled it, and they still together. So, good for him.
Yep.
He was caring about her, he believed her, he took her side, and he took care of
I
her.
love Sunday. Yes, Party. Shout out to Party.
I mean, I don't like him because he with Megan, but he a good dude. That's a good dude right there. Fuck him, but he a good dude. But that's the whole Megan and Tori situation. Now, it is
Yeah.
estimated that he can get a maximum of 22 years and 8 months. I
Yes.
think, being found guilty, right? I think he's
Mhm.
gonna get 12 years, right? 12 years and some change. But he's only
Mm-hmm.
going to serve a solid 8, and he'll be back out on parole. No guns, no this, you can't mention Megan's songs, shit like that. Like that type of parole, and he's got to do mad community service. I think that's what's going to end up happening. And he's going to go to, like, white-collar prison.
Yep. I agree. He's gonna be real bougie prison. Um, basically be let out early for good behavior.
But then he'll get
Um,
deported, and he won't be allowed back here, so.
he'll probably be able to travel.
He'll be able to travel, but he won't be able to stay here without good reason.
Oh yeah. He probably will only be able to like to come in for the actual tour date, and he has to leave or something
Right,
like that.
right. That nigga's done. We're getting you Canadians out of here, god damn it.
Or, or see the PO like every day or some shit. Like it's gonna be ridiculous.
Exactly.
And which makes it hard for, which sounds like it's gonna make it harder for him to, what's the word? Make it harder for him to do shows and people want to work with him because he's gonna have all these restrictions. Which sucks to
a lot of women aren't gonna want to work with him. Sure, that man can. He can make a remix something serious.
I'm just talking venues. Like, let's
Oh,
say he
fuck
wants
yeah.
to do just, I'm talking bare minimum, just venues. I'm not talking about no extra acts. No, like I'm talking just doing a venue.
You want to see
Also,
something really funny?
it might her little ex best friend better look out because they might bring charges up against her as well.
So people are saying they might bring charges up against her for perjury because she obviously lied on the stand. It was very visible. But people think now they're not gonna bring her up on perjury because they got Tori. If Tori got let off, she was going up the next week. Like there was no question about it. They were gonna get someone.
Yeah.
So, that being said, she got lucky, honestly. But, so I was talking with my friends. They always we were like joking about this shit, and it was so funny because they were like, "This nigga's going back to Canada." I'm like, "Yeah, he can still make music, and still make money after he gets out. That's not gonna stop him. He shouldn't have did what he did, but and it's gonna slow him down. But he'll be fine." They're like, "No, niggas in Canada don't support shit. Drake got what, one place, and they support the shit out of him. Everywhere in Canada don't give a fuck about Drake. You think they give a fuck about Tory?" I was like, damn, you kind of right. Like, exactly. Who the fuck's going out in the winter cold in Canada to see a Tory concert? Please, let me know.
Nobody.
They said if he ain't here, he done.
That's fair.
I was dying because they were so right.
That is so right. Like, Tory, you cool and all, but all your songs, look, you ain't popping, you just on the remix.
I was about to say, Tory's only good as a backup or like as a side. Like, he ain't the main dish. He never the main dish. Tory is like mashed potatoes. Real good, pairs with a lot of shit, but you can't just eat mashed potatoes, bud. But hey, fuck it. He going to jail. Well, he going to prison, actually. He's been to jail. He's going to prison.
Going to prison. Prison.
Hey, yo. All right. So this was a fun one after that. After our, whimsical masterminding of what Megan Thee Stallion's vagina's been doing. Or mouth. Or ass. Crazy.
I want to know what her vagina's doing on my face.
Gross. So, that being said, Lori Harvey, it's been reported that Lori Harvey has an airtight NDA for anyone she dates. That came out a few weeks after the Tory shit, and I just thought it was funny to report on, because that's why we don't hear shit about Lori Harvey. Like, you hear that she going out on dates, she's dating people, and people suspect, people want to call her a hoe, but she be pimping, in my opinion. She dates people, she probably has sex with them, but in terms of it, she has an airtight NDA. Like, if you want to mess with her, you ain't talking about shit.
Fuck her. I don't care. I don't like her. I don't like her after she broke my man's heart. She dated him for like a whole year, did all this cutesy shit. He proposed. She tells him no.
I thought it was 2 years.
Michael B. fucking Jordan. Right, dated for like 2 years. Fuck you.
And he didn't propose. He said he wanted to propose. Like, he was saying, like, I wanna be serious. I wanted to go further. And she told him, she doesn't right now. That's not where life's at, and she wants to focus on her career. Aren't they like almost 30?
No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't like her.
I'm asking, like, because that would, I don't know, whatever. I have no, I'm not gonna say biased opinions on this, but I feel like when this is my opinion, it doesn't have to be right, doesn't have to be wrong. It's an opinion. It's subjective. Um, I know in this age, a lot of women are focused on their career. I just know that also a lot of women who focus on their career when they get later in life, especially when they don't have family, don't have kids or anything like that, it starts to become a regret, especially because your biological time clock is ticking, and after 35, you are geriatric. It's considered a geriatric pregnancy and can be dangerous. And for all the people who say I'll still be beautiful, I'll still be this, I'll still be able to do it, just know that I would hope that you're not the only one in this situation, because there are literal statistics that show that raising children in single parent households does not benefit the child. It it
No,
it
it's
takes away
hard.
more than it gives.
It's just hard in general, which sucks. It sucks to say it, but it's hard, and especially
Agreed.
with today's prices and today's world, it's even harder. Like there's not like at least I hate to be like at least, but like at least back when like some like when some of our parents were doing it, not like our parents, probably like the generation before us, you could at least
Nah.
have or like our parents' generation, they could have a stay-at-home parent and a parent that works. So
Right.
let's say you only have one parent, at least the parent that works could take care of full house and everything be okay. You can't do that nowadays.
I
I
know
could not imagine
exactly.
raising a child on my own.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you now. When I was living in me and Joy, the first place we lived in was like over by Morgan, right?
Yep.
What's that place called?
Mhm.
Like Kensington Gate?
Working here?
No, Kensington Gate is down the street. It's off of Lock Raven.
Yeah.
But when we first lived there, right? We we budgeted out the year. So before we lived there, we said how much we're gonna spend on groceries a month, how much we're gonna spend on this, everything, rent, everything. We had a budget and we saved up all the money, and that fund just gradually decreases as the year went on, and then every summer would increase because we worked a fuck ton and would put the money away, and then yeah, had the money for the next year, right?
Yep.
We only spent $150 on the month's groceries. Bro, I go to the grocery store bi-weekly and spend almost $300.
Yep.
I am depressed. I'm like, I don't eat this much. I swear. And it's the same shit. Like, someone gave us $100 at Christmas time. I was like, oh yeah, me and Joe, like, oh, let's get some extra groceries. Bro, we looked in there and it was all necessities. I'm talking fruit. I'm talking lunch meat, bread, milk. Like, this the simple shit.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken thighs. Like, simple shit. We almost broke the $100. I'm like, how the fuck did we almost break $100 barely getting anything?
Yep.
And
Sound
niggas
about
think
right.
that we just don't work hard enough. Suck my dick. My
You
dad,
can.
back in his day, god damn it, that man told me when he was working at the age of 15 and got his own apartment, he was making 3 times his rent as a janitor at the hospital. That's
People used to
insane.
be, but you got to think about it. Like people's parents used to be janitors, used to be, you know, kitchen workers, like at the school, and that was enough. That was enough. Like it wasn't the fabulous job, but it was enough.
It
And
wasn't
clothes on their bed,
luscious or
food
nothing,
in the
but
house.
yeah. But the thing is, they could work and vacation. They could work and still do things with their friends. They weren't working 20,
Paycheck to paycheck.
25, yeah, living paycheck to paycheck, working 25 plus hours every fucking week. You feel me? Like, it is, and if they did, they chose to and got paid for it. Like, the shit's crazy now, bro. And then they could also afford houses because they were fucking pennies on the dollar considered to now. I bought this land, these 100 acres, for 2 nickels and a pussy pop. What, Grandma? Yeah, pop my pussy 1 time. That's it. 2 nickels and a pussy pop. And you're like, goddamn, Grandma. That's how you was moving? Different times, I swear. But, I don't, where the fuck was I going with that? How did we get here?
How did we get here?
We got here from Lori Harvey. But, Lori Harvey and your airtight NDA, shout out to you. Because that, These
Can't
niggas need to
nobody,
get on.
can't
To be
nobody hop on
honest,
the stand and say, look. But the thing is, it's crazy that she needs that kind of protection because think if something was to happen, somebody would hop on the stand and do the same shit they tried to do to Megan. Oh, she a hoe. She dated this guy. This guy. She does this, this, this.
I,
Nope. Can't say shit about
so
Lori.
let me start this by saying I'm very pro ho. Just be safe. Do what you want to do. Be safe. Also, know what you're doing. Like, you don't have to be a hoe, but if you're going to, just be safe. It's fine. I'm positive she like in a good way. Like, I'm positive she dates a lot of people. She has her fun as a woman. She probably has she has her roster, and I feel like she changed her roster biannually. You know, like she don't let any two niggas get too comfortable. I feel like Lori Harvey got 5 niggas on the roster. She swaps out 3 biannually or by year. Yeah, biannually. So every half a year. Yeah, every
Yep.
6 months, 3 new niggas get on the roster. So if she like you enough, you stay. Otherwise, you out of there. You gone. Cause she doing things. She ain't got to worry about shit. But at the same time, she got to keep niggas that know what to do in the roster. You feel me?
Fair.
Like, you can't just be anybody. And then she has, a couple one night stands. I mean, that's what I feel. Once again, Greg's crazy brain doing Greg's crazy brain things. All right, there you go.
Right. Don't ever take what we say to heart. We just be saying shit.
I'm just saying shit. I mean, there's some things I know very extensive knowledge on and can educate someone and could probably do a fucking TED talk on. But this is someone else's pussy is not one of them. I promise you. Unless it's like from a scientific and medical standpoint. Then I know a little bit of something. But I'm not going to tell you what your pussy's doing. I know about vagina. So, there you go. Blue Exorcist is returning for season 3. After a lot of years. People are really skeptical. Because after the second season came out, it did not get a lot of manga sales and stuff like that. So,
Of
a
what?
lot of Blue Exorcist.
Yeah, which was weird because Blue
supposed
Exorcist
third
was
season.
so good. It's coming. Yeah, I saw it's coming back, and I'm gonna watch it because I think I told you, and I've stated on the pause. That shit was so confusing.
It wasn't confusing. The second season was confusing, but the show wasn't that confusing. Son of the Devil. His brother's
It was
also the
no,
son
it's
of the
not the
devil.
show was confusing, but because it goes season 1, 3, then 2.
Yes.
So you missed the part. So like you watch season 1. This is a spoiler alert, but it shouldn't be because Blue Exorcist is like 10 years old now.
Old as dirt.
So you get to the part where they find out he's the devil, and then everybody's mad at him. But then it turns around and goes straight to the war, and nobody's mad at him anymore. And you're like, so we just got over it? But you missed a whole like chunk where they like one, and then he like automatically learns how to control the blue flames, which is like crazy. I was like, wow, that was the fastest, training. There was no montage training that I've ever seen. Like he can just do it now. Cool, great, fine. But like you missed that chunk, but it came out as like a separate third season. So you got to go 1, 3, 2 instead of 1, 2, 3. That's what confused me because then I watched it and I was like, this don't make no sense. And then I watched the whole show over again. I was like, that goes in the middle. That's why it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's why I specifically didn't watch the second season. Like, I'm one of those people that once I know the end, a lot of the beginning is unnecessary unless there's specific details to see. Which is gonna lead me to my next point in a second. But for that, like, as soon as I saw that it was like a prequel to the second season, I was like, oh fuck that. Why would I watch this?
Well, because you missed a lot of parts.
I was fine. I know what happens in the end. I know who's who. I know who's alive. So nothing would be a shock. You feel me? Unless someone wasn't the real person. But yeah. That being said, I want to move into the next topic. Kaleidoscope, the Netflix original series that is a heist show that you can watch in any order. And
I would love it if you watched every order.
I'm not doing that.
And you gave me a review.
I could give you an order to watch it.
No.
I found the most optimum order.
What is it?
So give me a second. Let me pull it up because what I ended up doing was this is a heist, right? But there's also a mystery, there's betrayal, there's a lot of things. They advertise it that way, and it's like figure out who betrays who, figure out who did what, figure out what really happens, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, so a show like this, if I were to watch it as a movie, how would I watch it in the way that gives me the most information but tells me nothing until the end so that I can get all the information but none of the spoilers, right?
Yep.
I started from the middle.
You started from the middle.
I did this. I went middle, front, then the next episode in the middle, then back to the front, then the next episode in the middle, like towards the end, the next one in the front, until it syncs up. So you're basically, what is it? So you're basically like, the last episode will still be the last episode, because I promise you, don't listen to them and watch the last episode at any time. It'll just piss you off because now you know everything. The last episode is the heist. That's it. It's the heist. That's it. It's the heist, and you learn everything in that episode. Every mystery, every cliffhanger, other than what happens after the heist, you learn in that episode. So therefore, I would recommend don't watch White until the end. White should be the last one you watch.
Okay.
So if I gave you an order, and this is for anybody watching, someone's got to pay our Netflix.
Oh, I have Chris's Netflix now.
So I would say watch, how many episodes is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So start at violet, then go yellow, then go red, then go
Yoko, get out here.
green, then go pink, then go blue, orange, and then white.
Okay.
That's what I would recommend. Because then you start at a really crazy point in the middle, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? So this is what I got to find out. This is what happened. Okay, cool. You go back to the beginning. You start to, and the beginning is like years before. So it's like, all right, cool. I can get some information here. I figured out who was the traitor. I was incorrect on why they was the traitor. I figured out who was the double crosser. I was correct on who killed a few people, and then that's about it. Other than that, I didn't really know what the fuck. Like, I didn't have any other guesses. Those were my like main concerns, my main guesses. So yeah.
Well, I haven't watched it yet because my show watch list is so long. I just don't have the time.
It's bingeable. Joy likes to binge shows. That's the only reason I finished it in one day. She was like, it was this past Monday. She was like, oh, we should watch this, you know, and chill out. And like, I wanted to play video games all day.
I need some time off to do that. Like the time off I had, like I said, finished Full Metal. I started Wednesday. Like we're watching multiple shows, so it's hard for me to be like, oh, I'm just gonna binge this one because I like a lot of things and I can't watch. I'm not good at binging. Like I have to be like completely immersed to binge, and like I did 3 episodes of Wednesday back to back, but because they're an hour, I can't binge it the way I would want to. Like I can only do 3 episodes, because what's that, like 6 episodes of an anime? Think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a binger.
I'm not either. I don't like sitting down and binging shows. I'm like, Joy, it's 8 episodes, roughly an hour apiece. It's like one episode's like 37 minutes and one episode's like 54 minutes. But I'm like, it's basically 8 hours of TV. She's like, that's not that much. I said, what the fuck? Hell no. That's a lot of time just to sit in one place and look at a screen.
That's a lot of content. And that kind of attention span to just be like, yeah.
Oh, I don't have that type of attention span because when I'm playing video games, I'm actively thinking and moving.
But I will give it a try when some time opens up on my list. I still haven't even watched Mob Psycho.
Don't.
You said don't?
I don't like it. A lot of people love it. I don't like it.
I like season 1.
I mean, I also don't like Hunter x Hunter, so, you know, and JoJo, so.
Did you like, oh, I don't like JoJo's. JoJo's sick. All those people who
I'm
are
gonna
like,
need you to get your mic situation together. I think you're by your microwave, and I'm not a fan of it.
yeah, I'm heating up pie.
Stop that. Stop it right
I got
now.
hungry. I got hungry. We've been talking for like almost 2 hours.
No, we haven't. I have an exact
How long?
timer.
How long have we been talking?
It has been 1 hour and 11 minutes. That's not almost 2 hours.
What? I
Yes.
think I'm hungry.
You're just fat. It's okay.
Okay, have some fat then. I have pie. It's sweet potato.
Hmm. Jordan's grandmother kept trying to feed me sweet potato pie. She's like, "You want some sweet potato pie?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay. Thank you." 10 minutes later, "You want sweet potato pie? I bought two of them." No, I'm okay. Thank you. I just finished eating ice cream. You want sweet potato pie to go with that? No, I'm okay. Thank you. And her dad's like, "Can you stop asking him if he wants some pie?" um, I don't know if you heard about this one. This one was kind of funny, and I think these chicks got what they deserved. Um, Atlanta's Emory Hospital Midtown has fired four labor and delivery nurses after they shared their icks about maternity patients on TikTok. So, as you may know, there's a trend on TikTok going around where people share their icks about things they dislike, things that are gross, whatever. Whether it be about a job, a topic, or a person, an individual. These nurses were sharing their icks about labor and delivery, but these icks shouldn't be icks. They were legitimate, I think that could be considered crimes. They'd be like, when someone's telling me that they're in pain, but I know that they're faking and da da da. I'm like, what the fuck? If someone tells you they're in pain, you investigate and you handle that fucking accordingly. It was a lot of stuff like when mothers are so eager to get in the back room when they're only a few centimeters dilated. I'm like, that woman is about to give fucking birth. Especially if it's her first. Like, it just made me think how many nurses might think like this, and then on top of that, how many people are just giving improper care, because to them, this is just a job. They don't really give a fuck about this place. Fuck this job. But to someone coming in, this is my moment. I'm about to push a human out of my pussy hole. Help me.
So here's my thing. Here's my stance on that. I completely agree. Because like I know so many nurses and doctors, like just friends I have who are nurses and doctors who genuinely care about their patients, love what they do, um, are invested in their patients, and being a minority woman, especially, but and a minority person, where it is still taught in medical schools and in nursing schools that Black people have a higher pain tolerance. It is still taught, not like, oh, it's just a myth that goes around. It is taught in schools.
I don't think that to be
Like
false, honestly. But I don't
it
think it
is
should be
false.
taught.
It it is false. Like no one race has a higher pain tolerance than another race.
I mean, I think I'm
But
pretty fucking dope. I think I got
that's cool.
superpowers.
like like we can talk about pain tolerances. Like my girlfriend's pain tolerance is shat. No, she has like a whole
Pause. I was
fucking
about to
leg
say,
sleeve.
she has whole sleeves. What are you talking about?
It's shat. It's going to be like I when she's getting a tattoo soon. When we go, I will film it for you. It's
Wait, is
hilarious.
she like a Windsor? She's like the whole time.
Yep. Oh
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Oh yeah. Um and like me, where I just go to sleep when I get tattooed,
No,
or
that
like
calf
get
gonna keep you up. I promise. I promise you, you
or
did
get
not
the
know the
vaginal
back of your
piercing
calf
twice.
has that many nerves. I promise you, you didn't know that.
Or get the vaginal piercing twice. Like, pain is not a thing, really. Like,
I,
okay.
for my calf, it wasn't that it hurt. It was just, I'm ticklish as shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ticklish as a
Oh, if
motherfucker.
it tickles, that's gonna be the worst because my ankle tickled and I almost kicked him in the face
It
because like
tickled,
I
but
just
it
wanted to
also
like
kind
shake
of hurt
him.
because of the vibration and the heat. So like, it starts tickling, but then it starts to hurt.
So that is concerning that there are like nurses out there, especially because they're like labor and delivery nurses. Like you're like I don't like I get you're a nurse and you're tired, blah blah blah. Like work sucks, everybody's job sucks. Get the fuck over it. This is what you chose to do. Um, but like you're uncomfortable. Like I don't care. Like at the bare minimum, you're uncomfortable. Like have you ever talked to a pregnant lady? They're uncomfortable 95% of the time.
I'm
The other
dreading
five
Jordan being
percent they
pregnant.
are mid. Huh?
So I'm dreading Jordan being pregnant. She's gonna have the most obscure wants and cravings. I'm gonna be pissed.
I cannot wait to get pregnant because I want all of it. Like I want all of it. Like I want morning, and I hate to say I want it because everybody's like, no, you don't. But like I do. I want to experience morning sickness, not being able to tie my shoe, my foot being swollen, peeing all the time.
Be careful what
Eat.
you just for. You just might get it.
I know, and that's what everybody keeps saying. But like I just want to like. I don't know. It's my hormones. I know it's my uterus talking, but my uterus has been screaming at me for the last year and a half. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming. Okay, I'll give it a baby. Like literally, she's yelling at me all the time. Baby, baby, bitch, I said baby. Like that's literally my
Well, you're
life right
at
now.
the age where it makes sense that your uterus would want a baby the most. So that's just your biological clock saying, "Hey, ding dong, motherfucker."
I want a baby. But anyway, it's just
Um,
like I agree that they should get their job. They should lose their job. Because if we was to be like, if we were talking shit about our jobs and our jobs heard it, they may fire us, and they have every right to. They don't want you perpetuating their brand that way, and they have
exactly.
to protect their brand.
I think a
Sorry,
lot
not
of
sorry.
people complain about that and say, "Oh, it's my First Amendment right to talk about however I want on these locations and
You can
platforms."
talk about
You can
however you
talk
want.
about it, but there's consequences for every action. There's an equal and opposite reaction. There are
Yeah.
consequences to you talking, bad mouthing, and doing these things about your job. Some jobs will be like, "Hey, let's fix it. What's the problem?" Other jobs will just get fucking rid of you because okay, we don't want you here. Then you don't want to be here. You don't have to be. That being said, you should read the contract that you sign because I promise you, there is a clause in there. I didn't know for the longest time. I don't do this anyway. There's three things I choose not to talk about, and that's God, sex, and politics at work. I try to avoid
Mhm.
those conversations at all costs for the specific reason
Mhm.
of everyone has a different view, everyone has a different opinion, everyone has something that they feel, everyone has an asshole that stinks, otherwise known as an opinion, right? So, that being said, those are three things I steer away from at all cases. I didn't know that in my job contract, legally speaking, we aren't supposed to talk about political views on social media. Especially
Oh,
if you have anything related to like
why
like
to on your social
yeah,
media?
yeah, 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 like your job on your social media.
Mhm.
Now that being said, I don't talk about those things in the most part anyway. I don't feel the need to. Because we're supposed to be non-preferential as workers. Hence why I never say
Yeah.
like my job and where I work and all that stuff. So I can still
Mhm.
remain, so I can share my opinion without being preferential in any way. You feel me? So you know, ways around stuff like that. But that being said, that's that's important because if you're super hard right wing, I hate this, I hate this, this should be this way, guns, 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 no or no abortion, stuff like that. If you're that person and this job is projecting something else and you don't fit that mold and maybe one of their sponsors is an abortion clinic or something like that, you could be the reason that they lose money, and that is why. In the grand scheme of things, you do matter in this corporate world. So be careful what you say, be careful what you do online. And two funny fact about nurses, someone made a joke. Someone said, OnlyFans girls do OnlyFans to become nurses. Nurses become nurses to drop out and become OnlyFans stars. That was kind of funny. But they said this, and someone commented and said the circle of life. But that being said, if you are doing something like being a nurse, being a teacher, being a professor, being a coach, read your contract because more than likely there's this thing called a morality clause that dictates if your job or higher ups deem that you are doing something that the job or company deems is immoral or morally conflicting to what you do as a job, then they can fire you. That is
You
how
know
that
what's funny?
was up.
The, I literally just listened to the Not Safe for Work episode of the podcast, and you literally, not literally, but I hate to say literally multiple times, but you just went off about this when we were talking about the girl who took the pictures at FAMU.
Right. I did. Right. Look at me informing people. Shit.
You
But
can't
that,
you, you
it's
can't
something I
get
very highly express in this era of
if you didn't say
freedom
anything
of
about Gary.
body.
He's consistent.
Yeah, yeah, true. It's one thing I want to express very heavily in this society we live in, where freedom of speech and freedom of your body and the choices to what you do with it matter a lot. They do, but consequences always follow. I'm not telling you not to do what you don't want to. I'm just telling you to think about what you do before you do it. Because once it's on the internet, it's fucking there. It's not going
Right.
anywhere. You don't got enough money to get rid of it. I promise you, it will be there forever. So, just think about it. That's it. Like, this shit will probably be there forever. Whatever. I don't think I've said anything too heinous. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh no. Are we gonna talk about
Wait, wait,
Jeremy
wait.
Renner?
Wait, wait,
Okay.
wait. Wait, wait.
Are
Wait,
we gonna
wait.
talk about him?
We have one more good thing before we can get
Okay,
into
one more good
that
thing.
stuff. Nintendo World is about to open at Universal Studios Hollywood on February
Boo,
17th.
this is Hollywood.
Yeah, I know. But this shit looks cool as fuck. They put a
Don't
lot of work into it.
don't it though? It's gonna be
I
dope.
want to go. It looks like so much fun. I'm pretty sure they're doing this also because the Mario movie's coming out. If you didn't know,
Yeah.
so big money in that. Now, if y'all don't know, Mario has like 3 movies already out, but they're like old and from the '90s. So I've been waiting
Mm-hmm.
for them, like with Sonic and how well that's been doing. A lot of games have been getting movies. Like, and a lot of games already have movies, like Uncharted, Sonic. There's another one I'm fucking forgetting. It's really good. I can't remember at the moment, but there's a lot of games that have movies, right? That being
Yeah.
said, um, they finally broke the mold of games can't be turned into movies. They're always bad. Something's always wrong. The continuity's fucked up. The CGI's fucked up. Something's fucked up, right? They finally got it to a point where they can do good or amazing. And with that being said, now they're pushing their luck with Mario. I don't know how this is going to be because Chris Pratt's being Mario. He sounds New York
Weird.
because Mario
But he
is
doesn't.
from New York, but he's an
Yeah.
Italian New Yorker. So, you know,
And I wanted him to be like a immigrant Italian, not like a
yeah, he's like an
Italian.
immigrant Italian. He's not
He's
like
more
a.
like I'm walking here.
Yeah, that's what
Italian.
they're doing. And someone said an amazing thing that I agree with. They said, "You guys missed a perfect opportunity to use Danny DeVito as Mario." And I was like, "Damn it, they're right. He would do so good." But I don't think he has the longevity if they want to do other movies because Danny DeVito is old as dirt.
There.
But yeah,
Oh,
Jack
this is
Black is
fun.
Bowser, so I'm happy about that.
Who's Bowser?
Jack Black.
Yes. Yes, he is. And I've heard great things about his Bowser. So
I think he'll do good.
people are excited. People are excited for him to be Bowser.
I'm very excited. I haven't gotten to see Jack Black in a villain role. I've seen him in a lot of hero roles. I've seen him be dark and edgy heroes and stuff like that, in video games, even shit like that. But like, I don't know. You know, we'll
Hmm.
see. We shall fucking see. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it, and I want to go to what should I call it? What's that place called? Nintendo Land. But what'd you have to say?
I do want to go, and I might try to slide over there when I go for my for Miranda's second wedding. I might
Okay.
sneak in there.
So, what's the other news point you had, Diva?
Oh, Jeremy Renner. He
Who?
was run. Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye in
Oh,
Marvel
right.
MCU.
Yes. Go ahead.
He was run over by a snowplow, and his leg was badly injured enough that his neighbor, who was a doctor, had to make a tourniquet, and and like he was in critical condition. He just put up a post basically saying he's too injured to like type, but thank you for all your thoughts and prayers. But apparently it's really bad. His agent said it was really bad, and they would give updates as they came. But yeah, like and they're treating the area as a crime scene because snowplows are supposed to have safety features to make sure like nothing like this happens. But it did, and it wasn't like, and also it wasn't like it was a mystery that he was out plowing his neighborhood because he was afraid that something would happen in the neighborhood and people would like emergency vehicles wouldn't be able to get to them. And he had posted like photos on social media, just him out, plowing the snow, trying to, clear the road, and that happened.
Yeah, it's super sad. Someone said 2023. Stop it. You can't take another one. It's too early. And no, I'm glad he's okay. Definitely, because it could if if he wasn't found and he wasn't getting the tourniquet, he probably would have lost his leg. If we're being completely honest.
Yes,
But
yes. There was a lot of, yeah, they said it was a significant amount of blood loss, and the injuries were very significant. So we don't like they only could. I mean, not they only could, but they only said so much. I mean, I guess they're just telling what they know. Um, but yeah, it
they
was
said it's
pretty
a long
bad.
road to recovery, but
Yeah.
he's still got his legs, so that's good.
Yes, he
I
still
mean,
has
and
his
he
leg, which is really good.
yeah, and he's not too old, so he'll heal pretty well. But when he's old, he's gonna need a cane. We know this.
Yeah, which sucks because like I don't know another sad news. I'm sorry to be on all the sad news. Not Bruce. Yeah, Bruce Willis posted a picture this holiday season, and he looks like he's downward spiraling really, really bad. If you guys don't know, he retired from acting. And it was found that he had
Dementia.
yes, no, it wasn't dementia.
He has dementia.
Is it dementia?
It's not Alzheimer's. Dementia.
It's not neither one of those.
Did you
It's
look
not
it up?
dementia. Aphasia. Aphasia. Which is degenerative brain disease affecting speech and communication. So yes, and
He doesn't
apparently
like he's downward spiraling to me. He looks fine. He
Christmas
looks old.
is like super thin.
Oh wait, that's Bruce Willis's double.
Yeah, you want to see him? I think it's them in the screen picture. He's like super, super thin. Um, just looks like yes, he looks older, but he like just has lost a lot of weight. Um, but yeah, so doing like it sucks that some of our favorite actors are just getting injured and getting old. But yeah, on to the more happy things. Take it
No,
away, Greg.
I got no more news, bud. Sorry, you killed it. No, I'm kidding. DreamWorks has a new intro. We talked about it when we watched a movie recently. Forgot what it was, but huh? Have you seen the new DreamWorks intro? I sent it to you
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah. You sent me to me. You sent it to me. Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
Um, I like the old one, especially because like
I don't know what happened, but it sounds like you're very far away right now.
the bad guy stealing the his seat on the moon. So it was really good. But yeah,
Hmm. Okay.
so I like the old one. It's cool or whatever because it's like taking you through like the DreamWorks universe. But no, I prefer the old.
Okay. It's cool. It if you don't have Jesus, if you haven't seen it, it's a lot like how Marvel does now. Like when the comics coming up, it says Marvel. You get to see like either all that characters movies or like a whole slew of other stuff.
Hmm.
A tribute pictures and photos, that type of thing. But it's all DreamWorks stuff, and they're all like kind of helping the guy get to the moon so they can fish. So it's pretty.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I like it more than the other one. It's nice. Is what I'll give it. I think it's nice for an
Okay.
anniversary piece, but I don't think it should be the permanent piece. Um, that being said, uh, Twitter updated, and I'm not a fan of it because now it tells you how many people have looked at like each post. So now I can really feel hurt when people ignore me.
Oh, that's for the influencers. It's not for you.
Yeah, I
Wait.
mean it makes it easier to share your numbers because otherwise you have to go right into the statistics. I mean it's one extra click, but you know,
Ooh, you took away the extra clip.
yeah. So that being said, one last sad news, um, Damar Hamlin. I don't know if you
Hmm.
heard about this. The Giants football player, he
Yeah.
during their game before the
Bill.
playoffs,
The Bill.
he dropped on the football field due to a cardiac arrest.
Buffalo
Young
Bills.
man, my age actually. Um, Prayers up to him. He's in critical condition right now, but you know, for all those who are who might be Giants fans or hell, just even football fans, just take a moment of silence for him because he's out here fighting. It is a possibility, something me and Joy heavily talked about, like just the fact that when you put your body through these types of paces, it can happen to you. You can be a medical anomaly. You can be overstressed. You can be overworked. It could be a number of things. But just to
Yep.
go to show, like, you got to just make sure you take care of your body in these situations and not to overexert yourself. Everyone on his team was distraught. The other team didn't want to play. People were pissed, but fuck all those people that were upset
I
because,
don't
like,
know if people who are upset. Like this man is literally at this point now, and at that night fighting for his life. Like they literally ran onto the field and started CPR.
right, they got his heart back in rhythm, and which is crazy because CPR. If you do or don't know this, CPR usually isn't the thing to keep your heart in rhythm. CPR is meant to keep oxygenated blood flowing through your body because you usually need electricity to get the heart going again.
Yep.
So, if his heart started back up, that makes me hopeful because that means maybe I'm not gonna say it skipped a beat, but maybe it was like a small heart attack that his heart was able
Yeah.
to like get back in rhythm with. But
Yeah.
usually to
And
get back in rhythm, it needs to get shocked. That's what
yeah.
usually happens. So
And and for it to get back in rhythm means that the brain was not without oxygen for too long, which is great because once the brain is without oxygen for too long, you have the risk of losing motor functions, mobility, organ function. So, but last I heard, but that was this morning, so like at 7 a.m. when I was getting ready for work, he was not breathing by himself. He was on a ventilator, but he was also heavily sedated still. So eventually, once they start bringing him out of sedation, they'll you know make the machine breathe for him less and less, and hopefully he'll start breathing on his own. But remember, that was this morning, so who knows what the update will be, next time.
100%, and I agree. So hope prayers up to him. Hopefully, him and his feel a lot better, and he wakes up and can play football. Not because I want him to play football, because football is not a sport that I truly care about if it happens or not, but because I know that's something he worked really hard for, and that's his dream, obviously, and I hope that he can get back to where he was, because after that, I know for a fact that the recovery process can be a bitch. So, praise up to him and hoping that he has the strength to go through it all. In all honesty, um, but yeah, that's all the news that we have. So let's get into a more joyful topic of what we plan to improve about ourselves into the new year. It's the new year. It's currently January 3rd, and our task for the week was to make New Year's resolution lists, to which we will share on the podcast. Sorry about that. Which we'll share on the podcast. So,
Hmm.
Diva, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Um,
We have
you
three
can go
categories:
first.
social,
Yeah, yeah.
podcast, and personal. So, my New Year's resolution goals I'm willing to share, of course, because I have all the ones, you can't let them know all your moves, keep them guessing. But my goals for the year, for my socials, are to get 250 followers on Twitch. I'm at 172 right now. I think that's very possible, very easy. I set it low because I set 200 last year and I didn't make that, but I was like, let's set it in between that and 300. If I exceed my goal, great. If I barely hit it, that's even fine too. So 250 followers on Twitch by the end of the year. I want to get 1,500 followers on my main IG by the end of the year. Last year's goal was to hit 1,000. I hit 1,100. So I broke that goal pretty well. So another
Yeah.
400 on my main IG, and then I said I want to get 300 followers on my gaming IG. I don't really use it too much. I'm trying to be more active with it as of late.
Okay.
With coming back to streaming, and then 300 followers on Twitter, and to generally use Twitter more. I feel like Twitter is an excellent resource for reaching out to people, talking to people, stuff like that, and just a great place to have fun and post as many jokes and memes as I want. I just don't use it because it's another social media, and all I do when I really use social media is go through and like things. So I'm gonna try and actually be more interactive with my Twitter usage. So yeah, but that's my
My,
socials for
my
the year.
turn.
Yep, your turn. Go.
All right, my goal for this year is to become a Disney influencer. I mean, not like, oh, just like I'm gonna have 1,000 followers and blah blah blah, but to actually start making reels of my trips, um, consistently with the help of my girlfriend because I don't like to make reels and she's really good at it, so she'll do them, and then I'll like perfect them. And also to hand over the Be More Nerdy Instagram to also my girlfriend because she's seen one anime and now thinks that she can run an anime Instagram. And I was like, if I don't have to do it, great. Because as we all know, I'm really bad at it. It's fine. We just know that I'm really bad at it.
That's not much of a
So
resolution as it is hey, I'm gonna do this thing.
no, really, I'm going to. But the biggest one is the Disney influencer. So start doing Disney TikToks, um, and Disney Reels, and just posting like facts for people vacationing,
Lol, your New
or
Year's resolution is to be a Disney dick sucker. That's an
it's
episode
kind
title.
of that's funny, but it is true. I really wanted to do it. Started last year, and I was supposed to start it like this time last year when I like got my annual pass and like got used to like going to Disney more, like going to Disney frequently, and I didn't. So, this is the year. I'm done standing in my own, like, more personal. I'm done standing in my own way, and I want to do things, and I'm just gonna go ahead and try them. And if I don't like it, then I don't have to keep doing it. But I am gonna try it because I think it is something I would like.
Okay, that's good. I'd appreciate if you stopped
Mm.
standing in my way as well.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better.
So, podcast goals. To guest star on 2 to 3 different podcasts for myself personally. I want to have a giveaway. I'm not sure when, but I definitely want to do a giveaway. Um, this one's between me and Diva. I'll tell her, but that's between us. Um, Still have to mail out the deliverables for all those who helped donate to 21 Blackjack. Most of those individuals are family members, but to those who are not family and just decided to donate to strangers out of the kindness of their hearts, we have not forgotten you. We are still getting that together. It has just been a long and treacherous road for us and very difficult, but you have not been forgotten, and we will make sure that something is extra special there. I promise.
Yes.
Um, Complete the first arc of 21 Blackjack, not chapter 2, not chapter 3, the entire first arc. So, all of the front. I want to completely finish writing that. Release another chapter sometime this year. Whether it be probably just chapter 2, or maybe just some informational chapters, but something. I want to release something by the end of the year. And
And
ooh, excuse me. I keep fucking yawning, and I'm not a fan of it.
I'm tired.
Damn, it was a podcast one. Oh, to start Dummies and Dragons. I'm planning on starting that, and when I say start, I mean to start it and continue it throughout the year. I plan on starting at the end of the year just to have everything, finalized, maybe get some artwork and stuff done. Some early on stuff. I got some people that already want to do it. Just want to make sure everything's set in place. Been saying that for a while, but I'm ready to start it and ready to just put my best foot forward with doing a creative and ongoing story. Something else for you guys to listen to other than us just babble on about what people are doing with their pussy. So,
I forgot a news point.
what's your news point?
I'm sorry. But then Cookman hires Ed Reed as their head football coach.
Miami football team. Just say that, because most people don't know who
No,
that is. Not who it is, but like who what team
Bethune
he's from.
Cookman, the university.
No, what? What are you talking about? Ed Reed's supposed to be going to the Miami Dolphins.
No, he's going to coach at Bethune-Cookman.
I'm looking this up.
Go ahead. I forgot that because it came out not too long after the controversy with what's that guy leaving Jackson State?
I don't know. I don't know football, bro.
Um, the coach who was at Jackson State, he said that he was going to do all this great stuff, coach there for 5 years. He ended up getting this super awesome deal from like a
Well, I'll
Pac
be a
12.
monkey's uncle. You got it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And everybody was mad because they were like, "Oh, you said you were gonna stay here, blah blah." Blah. And yeah, we'll talk about it next week though. I'll get more information on everything next week.
Perfect. All right, what are your podcast goals? Go.
Release chapter 2. Um, get chapter 1 out in color. Um, to bring back chop it up with more guests.
That's on you, bud.
And yeah, that is one. It's my goal to do to be able to release a chop it up episode every month. I mean, not every month, every week, or at least every 2 weeks. But I really want to be able to do one every week with different guests, and definitely to get the color up, like get chapter 1 out in color, and get chapter 2 out by the end of the year of 21 Blackjack. That's definitely a goal for this year that I want to see get done because I feel like 21 Blackjack is really going to be something great along with the pod. So it needs to get out there.
Gotta force it out there, man. You gotta work that bitch. Work it out. I want to see you work out for me. Work out for me, as J. Cole said. Personals. So I have a wedding coming up. So my first personal is obviously to lose weight. I said I want to get my weight to in between 190 and 200 because I don't really want to be like from my height, like BMI charts, and some people say like you should be around like 150, 170. Fuck that. Not doing that because I am a dense individual. Dense meaning the last time I weighed 170 was my junior year in high school and I was stick skinny and very heavy. However, comma, I did not like how I looked there. I would like to have more meat. I don't want to be a beef, like, I do want to be a beefcake, but I don't want to be, like, roided out and muscly or anything like that. And I'd rather be a solid 190 and feel comfortable with that weight than try and be smaller just because, I feel like there's a healthy amount of fat I could have at 190. So, I was saying, just want to get back to 190, 200 pounds, and then chill there for the wedding in specific. I want to cook once a week. I want to
Okay.
do that. I currently Joy handles most of the cooking. I'll cook like once every 2 or 3 weeks. But I was like, I want to cook once a week. I need to, be able to be self sufficient in case she ever just wants to kick me back to the curb. Um, cause like when I was in PA, I was cooking pretty frequently. I would cook probably 2 to 3 times a week, and I was cooking a lot. But I would make meals that were either really healthy or had a long shelf life. Like I'd make 2 boxes of hamburger helper because I was working
Mm-hmm.
out too. So I'd work out. Here's my schedule. I'd wake up at 12, make myself breakfast, bacon, egg, cheese, right?
Mm-hmm.
With applesauce, drink some juice with that. Then I'm drinking water. Only time I drank juice was with my meals. Drink some juice, drink water the rest of the day, go to the gym, take a shower, get ready for work, go to work, do my work. But I'd have the lunch that I made the previous night before, so hamburger helper, and then eat that, and then eat again before I got home or when I got in the house. But I eat like fruit. So I was eating 2 big meals a day, maybe 3. If I ate after I work out, and I eat like a sandwich. But like I was eating consistently, I was eating well. I made quesadillas, I made barbecue chicken, I made shrimp stir fry. Like I made a lot of food, and because I was alone, I was forced to learn how to cook things. Because the first time I cooked a lot of that shit, it was terrible. The barbecue chicken was terrible the first time. The
Mm-hmm.
fucking the fucking quesadillas I made with American like singles. I
Ew.
hated it. I ate the first one and forced it down. Second one, I made 4 of them. I threw the second, third, and fourth away, and then was shitting my brains out the rest of the night. It was
I bet you
disgusting.
were. That's not how you make a quesadilla.
The second time I made it, it was fucking delicious though, and the third time I made it was even better. But like, it forced me to learn. Like shrimp stir fry, I got that on the first try. I'm fucking amazing with shrimp stir fry. But like, yeah, I want to get back to that. I feel like it would really help me. I feel like I can the things I can cook fucking amazing. Salmon, cream of crab soup, steak, spaghetti, hamburgers, all the things I can cook, fucking great. I am an expert at those. But if you told me, oh, here's some chicken and some seasoning, figure something out, I'd be like, well, hope you're ready for a six, because this is gonna suck.
No.
Like I brought baked chicken home once when I made it in P. I was like, hey, I brought some baked chicken home, Joy. So don't worry about eating lunch. Joy ate it and was like, how'd you fuck up baked chicken? It's like the simplest thing. I'm like, I don't know, man. She's like, how you eating this? I'm like, I'm just scarfing it down, honestly. So that's something I also learned about myself. I can eat foods that taste terrible. Um, but other than that, I said I want to take lunch to work 3 times a week at the bare minimum. Sometimes I buy lunch at work. Sometimes I just skip lunch. But 3 times a week, want to make sure I'm consistently bringing lunch, specifically on the days that I work out to make sure I have energy. Um, I said show more affection towards Joy. She claims I'm not affectionate enough, but I, I have different ways of showing affection to her. So I'm trying to focus on showing it to her in her love language, and then to be more
Good.
romantic in general because I've learned how to be a good partner from my father, right? However, my father sucks at romance. He is terrible at it. He is not romantic at all. When I was young, I used to think he was romantic. They would go on dates sometimes, do shit like that. It only occurred to me that they maybe go on a date once every 2 to 3 months and then do shit like that. Like, my dad's not romantic. He is not the romantic type. Apparently, I guess I don't know how to describe it. But that being said, I want to improve on that. That's one of my goals to be more romantic this year. And I average a date a month with Joy. Sometimes we go on dates, but when I say date, I have it in capital letters. Like I don't just want to go to the movies. Like I want to do an activity. Like in the
Okay.
summer, I took her to the park. Like I got us some food. I told her, don't worry about it. I got it all covered. And me, her, and Dean just went to the park. She colored. I just listened to music and ate. And then she ate. And then I played with Dean. Like we just sat in the park. That's it. So shit like that.
Hmm. Okay. My personal goals. One is to get licensed. I know I've been saying that
Oh
for a
my
really long
god.
time.
You
I
better
know.
do that one. I'm sick of you. I'm studying. I'm studying. I'm
I'm actually gonna
studying.
study when we get off the pod tonight. To get licensed. The other, excuse me. The other is to be. How do I say this without it sounding like I'm a terrible person? Be less bossy. Um, and learn to follow in my relationship because
How
apparently I'm
about
really bossy.
embrace your feminine energy?
That's part of it. I guess that's actually a great way to describe it because I also need to be more romantic because apparently I'm not romantic at all.
Hey, something we got in common, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm working on that. I don't know, this is weird, but I'll figure it out, I guess. Um, and also I want to travel more. I have a few trips planned this year and I want to hit them all. Um, and I think I can, along like with doing my other goals. I like traveling is something I really, really like to do, and I haven't in the last 2 years. Um, like some people were like, oh, but there was COVID, but like there's trips that I could have done or like semi planned out and just didn't execute for whatever reason. So not doing that anymore. Um, anyone who knows me knows I love a trip, so I want to travel more. And in that traveling, like I want to visit my friends. Like I've never been to Chicago, and one of my best friends lives in Chicago. I haven't been to visit my best friend who lives in Delaware. Ever actually, I hate to say, but like I've never been to Delaware to visit her. So I want to do that. And just like get out and just adventure with my girl. Like I don't just want to go on trips by myself or like just my friend trips. Like I want to take trips with, I want to take vacations and not just big ones, like little ones too. But it's something that I didn't really have in my previous relationships that I do want in the, well, I wanted in those and just didn't get it. And I want in that in this one, and it feels like we're on the same page with it. So yeah. And then lastly, I know this is crazy, but I want to expand my ear collection. I'm currently at 14 ears. I think I want to double it by the end of the year.
That's a lot of fucking ears.
I know, but I have 14, and I may not double it, like one set of ears a month, so that's 12 more, so almost double it. Yeah, I think I want to get like one new set of ears a month. And I really like people were like, oh, but you already have so many. How are you gonna wear them all? Do you know how many times? Like I said, I want to be a Disney influencer. So part of that is me buying more ears. Um, Especially if I'm going to be going to the parks more to do stuff, I want to be able to try my ears and wear different ears when I go and not have to wear the same ones every time. Even though some I do like to repeat. So those are my personal goals for 2023. Um, and I have some that I'm not going to share, of course, share right now, but like that kind of roll into what I want to do in 2024 and 2025 with like saving goals and stuff like that. But
Y'all need to know all that. Y'all need to know
y'all
my
don't.
financials.
Y'all don't. And when it happens, you guys can just be happy for me and be like, oh my gosh, she did it. And I can be like, thank you.
Yeah, y'all need to know all the financials. Y'all just need to just watch it happen. Just know I'm out here getting this bread. But that being
Yeah,
said, I mean, if you ain't got nothing else, that's the end of the episode. Just under 2 hours.
just under 2 hours.
Welcome back, everybody. It's a brand new year. Same old podcast. The one you love, the one you need, the one you always wanted to have in your life, but never knew you needed.
Yep.
We're the Be More Nerdy podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. This has been an excellent episode. Comment your New
New
Year's
Year's
resolutions.
resolution.
There we go. Yeah, those things. The things that you say you're
Hmm.
gonna do, but inevitably lie to yourself about every fucking year. I'm joking, of course. I actually want you guys to complete your New Year's resolution, but remember to set an obtainable goal. Don't say, "Oh, I'm 300 pounds. I'm gonna lose 150 pounds this year." That is possible. I don't know if it's healthy. I don't know if it's doable, but it is a possibility. Make
Exactly.
sure it's within an obtainable range though. And do your best. Be a better person. If you don't have a resolution, if anything, just try and be a good person all year, man. But yeah, I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. You can follow me on my socials at Mr. Space Wade, spelled Mr.SpaceAwaitis, or at Galaxy Greg, spelled GA1AXYGR3G, on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Be sure to look me up. Be sure to follow me. Trying to hit that follower goal. Um, Be sure to follow the pod at Be More Nerdy, spelled BMORENEREDY.
And share the pod.
Yeah, definitely share the
Share.
pod. Rate it 5 stars. We need it. Helps us in the algorithm, pushes us up, and brings in more listeners. We love it. We need it. And be on the lookout for more of everything. Hopefully, I'm going to start Dungeons and Dragons in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So, Diva, start getting your character together.
I got some ideas.
That's good. Do you want some
My
books? I
name,
got books.
I don't know if I want books, but
No, no,
I'll,
no.
I'll just
They're digital books that you can read to learn about like the rules and the characters and shit.
Oh yeah, you can send me that.
All right.
I'm your girl Diva XOXO. You can follow me on Instagram at always underscore the underscore diva. Look out for me hitting some of my goals and actually doing what I said I'm gonna do because I am gonna do it. Um, yeah, this year, stay out of your own way. That's all I got.
That's a good narrative for the year. Stay out your own fucking way. Well, with that being said, this has been the episode 76. We are the Be More Nerdy podcast. Remember to be more nerds. Peace.
We out here.